Good day, I am Sharanya.
I am Ritisha.
I am Tajnashri.
And I am Divya. We are the Adroit Squadron from Grade 8 Excel Public School, Mysore, India. And our topic is the center of gravity.
Have you ever tried to balance a pen on the tip of your finger? Or have you ever wondered how a ship moves over water with perfect balance? Or even why the roly-poly toy never tends to fall?
Ever wondered why all this happens? Center of gravity has its hands all over it. By the way, what is center of gravity? Before we learn what center of gravity is, we need to understand what weight is. Weight is the force by which Earth pulls anything towards itself. Center of gravity is a single imaginary point of any body where the entire weight of the body seems to be concentrated or present and through which the force of gravity acts. Let me make it simpler for you. When you try to balance a pen on the tip of your finger like this, you're basically using the concept of center of gravity to do so. Here, gravity is pulling the pen down and you are applying the same amount of counter force to keep it over your finger. Thus, you're able to balance it over your finger. Gravity is pulling the pen down from all sides. It's pulling the pen down from here, here and here as well. So how are you able to balance the pen, though you're applying a counter force only over this region? It's because the center of gravity of the pen lies in that region, and because the entire weight of the body is present there, which is supporting that point, you're able to balance the pen. Every body has a center of gravity. Basically, center of gravity plays an important role in terms of balance and stability of any object. There are many factors that affect or change the point at which the center of gravity is present. Let's learn about these now.
Do buildings have a center of gravity? Have you ever thought how the Burj Khalifa stands up high? I will explain center of gravity in mechanics using a building block model. There are two buildings in an area, one with 2 floors and the other with 3 floors. And suppose an earthquake hits the area. Let's consider the two buildings do not have any external support. Which one will fall down? When the earthquake hits the area, the 2-story building is less likely to fall like this, while the 3-story building has more chances of getting damaged, as you can see here. This is because center of gravity is firmly supported in 2-story building as the center of gravity of the building is closer to the ground. Center of gravity is beneficial in architecture as it makes it easier to support the oddly shaped objects or buildings on the ground. The center of gravity mainly decides whether a structure will stand or fall. Monuments like Burj Khalifa, Leaning Tower of Pisa are built using the concept of center of gravity.
This mass affects the center of gravity. Let us find out using the help of a model which is a seesaw. I have two weights, a yellow weight and a green weight. The yellow weight is heavier than the green weight. Consider the yellow weight to be an elephant and the green weight to be an ant. I place the green weight on one side of the seesaw. As you can see, the seesaw is tilted towards the green weight. This proves that mass affects the center of gravity. Now, let's place the yellow weight on the other side of the seesaw. The seesaw has tilted towards the yellow weight. This proves that center of gravity shifts towards heavier mass. Since the elephant is heavier than the ant, the center of gravity shifted towards the elephant. Conclusion: mass affects the center of gravity. Center of gravity shifts towards heavier mass.
Does an irregular object have a center of gravity? We know that a regular object like a square has a center of gravity and can be found out easily as its same as its center, like this. In a circus, they balance a number of irregular structures using the concept of center of gravity. Let's see how by finding the center of gravity of an irregular structure like a minion.
Let's start by hanging the weight on the screw and draw a line. From two other points, we draw lines again. There is a point where all of these meet, and this is called the point of intersection. The center of gravity always lies on the line of symmetry of the object which splits the object equally. This is the center of gravity of the minion.
The center of gravity of the object must lie on the intersection point of two or more lines from the edges of the object, as this is the place where the weight of the object is focused. The object is now balanced by this point.
What would happen if we use just one line? When we try the same, we get one whole line, and it is the line of symmetry. We know that the center of gravity of our minion lies in this line, but we don't know where. Hence, we need to use two or more lines to find that one special point where our minion can be balanced.
Thank you for listening.